Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatiana. I am a business coach and mentor for women wanting to start their own stationery businesses. I love helping you get out of your own way and get to your purpose and truly what God is calling you to do. I'm so excited you are here joining me on this particular video because today, as I'm filming this is my 6-year anniversary of when I started my stationery business back in 2016. Cannot believe it's been 6 years. And so every year I really have been loving, especially the last few years, to reflect on what I've learned and to pass along that wisdom, pass along my setbacks, just the lessons that I've learned in being an entrepreneur. And so I wanted to share 6 of those with you, but I'm gonna do this a little bit different today because a lot of the things I'm gonna mention in this, I have 6 things I want to share with you to just kind of help you, some things to think about for your business. But since I have talked about a lot of these topics pretty extensively over the years here on this channel and even on Instagram, I wanted to challenge myself to talk about each point, and I'm only gonna give myself, I'm gonna give myself 90 seconds to say what I need to say about each point. So I wrote the points down. I didn't necessarily write down what I wanted to say about those points exactly, but we're just gonna kind of go with it. But I think it'll be fun because I can tend to be kind of long-winded sometimes. So this is gonna challenge me to get to the point, okay? We're gonna get to the point. So let me get the timer set up. We're gonna do 1 minute and 30 seconds per topic. I'm not even gonna edit this video, so then that way you can see that I'm sticking to the time. Okay, so I'm gonna start the first one, but I will at least read what it is first and then I'll start talking. So, so we got our timer set, if you can see here, 1 minute, 30 seconds. And so the first point is to be patient and trust the process. Okay, so what I'll mainly say for this is that I find that it is very easy for us to want things to happen overnight. We want to be an overnight success. We want all these clients, all of these customers. We want to just sell out immediately, and more often than not, it does not happen that way. It's not at any fault to you. It's not anything you're doing wrong. It's just simply part of the process. And so being patient and believing that you're doing this for a reason, staying the course of what you want to do is really important. Focusing on your overall vision, who you're trying to help, who you're trying to impact. That is all part of trusting the process. And then with that, you will gain the different things that you're looking for. So you'll gain all of the new customers and all of the following and engagement and selling out and just the interest and things that you identify with when you think about a successful business. And so the biggest thing is to just trust the process, be patient, and realize that it is going to happen. I know for me, it did not happen overnight. In fact, the first, I would say a year and a half of my business was not super crazy. I had some highs and lows, but overall it was not super fast. And I'm grateful for that because I don't think I would have been quite ready for the skyrocket that I was hoping for on day one. And so that's just something to think about. Okay, whew. All right, so that's that one. Dang, I feel like I was trying to talk fast, then I got hung up on what I was trying to say. Don't judge me, I'm not editing this video, so you're just getting the full, raw, uncut. Okay, so the number 2 thing that I wanted to share with you is, setbacks make you stronger. I really wanted to talk about that, so let me go ahead and press the timer. All right, we're here again. So the biggest thing I wanted to say about this is, yes, setbacks make you stronger, but really I want to focus more on doing it afraid. I think sometimes we avoid wanting to make a mistake, or we avoid not really knowing something, so we just don't do it, or we put it off, or we just kind of pause on what we want to do. And what I have found is I've had several setbacks in my stationery business, and the biggest thing I will say is every single time that happens, I get stronger, I become a better business owner, I become overall a better representation of my brand to my customers, I learn how to do it better the next time. And so no matter what it is, whether maybe you made a mistake, maybe you spent more than you should have on something, you lost money, you said the wrong thing. There's so many different things when you are a business owner, especially in this day and age where you may make a mistake. Learning is always going to be so valuable. It's so key, and it's really the thing that is going to help jumpstart you. So do it afraid, even if you don't know if it's the right answer. If you are able to find someone trusted to help you, then of course, by all means do that. But if it's just a situation where it's like you don't really have the resources around you, you're not really sure, maybe you can't invest in someone to help you, rely on your instinct, and a lot of times it will lead you where you need to go. Even if it's wrong, you're still going to take away something from that experience. Whew. Okay. All right. Luckily I can talk fast, but I mean, woo. All right, so number 3 is to focus on your journey, and I'm sure you know what I'm getting at with this. So the biggest thing I want to say is just that comparison truly will stop you from so many things, and it is no different with business. And especially when you are looking at someone else's journey of where they are within their business and comparing it to where you are on day 1, when they're on year 7 or year 6 in my case, or something like that, it can be really easy to feel discouraged in your journey. So the biggest thing I want to say with this is to stay in your lane. There's nothing wrong with looking at what's already out there, what people are doing, but just please keep in the back of your mind that what you're seeing is not their day 1. I think it needs to be something that needs to be ingrained in us, and we need to remember this in all facets of life. But when you're talking about entrepreneurship, just remember that they had humble beginnings just like you did. They started with 0 sales. They started with no followers. They started with just trial and error and trying to figure it out, just like you're doing right now. The difference is you're just not seeing that struggle. You're not seeing it because now they've evolved out of that, and that is really all that is. And so just really just focus on your journey and realize that everyone has been where you are, and we all have a different time frame of being there. Sometimes it might take someone a couple weeks or months, sometimes it takes many years, and so everybody's story and journey is different, and I think that is what makes it so beautiful. Okay, so the next one, I might have to do this more often. I feel like I'm getting to the point. I hope that this is helpful. If you are watching this, comment down below, inspire. I always love to say inspire, to just keep the vibes going. Okay, so number 4, the number 4 lesson is to define what success is for you. I think that it is so important to understand that everybody's definition of success is different. And even if we're looking at it from a standpoint of life things, someone may feel like, oh, buying this brand new car is successful, closing on this house is successful, making 6 figures is successful. But I want you, before you start getting clouded by everything you see around you, what is success for you? What does that look like? Is success helping one person to come out of a struggle they're dealing with? Is success you sharing your story or something that you've been through, and now you're helping someone to be able to do the same and get out of what they're dealing with? Is success selling out of your product, or maybe selling 100 of something, selling 50 of something? Is success getting a sale for the first time? Someone getting on your live and saying that they really got a lot from what you had to say? Really deciding what is important to you is going to be so important, because it's so easy to look at what other people are celebrating and posting online and feeling like, oh, well, if I'm not doing that, well, I'm not successful. Nope, that's not the case. You need to make your definition be specific to you, what you're dealing with, and remember that everybody's definition of success is relative to them. To me, I might find success of just getting a message from someone saying how much my subscription box changed the season that they were in, and someone else might be like, oh yeah, I made 6 figures, and that's successful to me. So defining that is so important for yourself. As much as I wanted this video to be quick, my battery is about to die and my other one is dead, so I'll be back in a moment. All right, I am back, and the battery seems to be charged. I got another one charging just in case, but I only have 2 more points left. So I got this back up, and the next one is to show up and find your tribe. And so this is kind of, before I hit start, this is kind of a 2-parter, but I'm gonna just try to summarize as much as I possibly can. So the main thing I want to say about showing up is just that it can look very different for all of us. Some of us don't want to show our face. Sometimes we can be inconsistent just due to life or just due to wanting to give up after not seeing a lot of progress and success. But the biggest thing I will say is the more that you show up, the more that you try different things out, get uncomfortable, put yourself out there, the closer you are going to get to finding your tribe and who your people are. When I started the Stationery Muse, I did not have a tribe. I just kind of put myself out there. I would post things occasionally, and then I decided to start this YouTube channel, and I would share random videos on here. I wasn't really sure exactly where I fit in or what I wanted to talk about specifically or what I was trying to do. I just had kind of like a bigger purpose, and I just stayed with that, and I stayed consistent. I continued to show up. I continued to get uncomfortable and get on live and just really try new things, and eventually something stuck and it worked. And so that is the biggest piece of advice I can give is don't stop showing up. Continue to be consistent. Yes, take breaks, give yourself grace. All of that is super important. But like I talked about before, you always want to make sure that you come back to it. I've talked about that in so many videos because the more consistent you are, you will start to see the results, and all of that hard work you put in will be worth it. So please keep showing up. And your tribe, by that I'm just meaning your customers, your ideal people that you're wanting to help. I kind of went over a little bit. I was like, oh wait, did I answer the second part? Okay, so the final one is faith is key. So this is actually a newer lesson that I am learning within this past year or so of running my business. I think it's something I've always known, and I'm actually planning on filming a longer video about this because I think it's really important. But what I mainly want to say is just that it's important to have faith within your business. It's important to believe in the overall purpose of why you are doing this, why you are being called to do this. And sometimes it can be really easy to lose sight of that as you run into bumps along the way. There's ebbs and flows, and sometimes we're just not quite ready for it and we want to give up. And so having that why to pull us back in, having that purpose to pull us back in is really important. And I know not everybody is super religious, and I can't necessarily speak to that, but what I will say is faith for me has just been something that over the years, different things have happened that I've relied on, even when I wasn't realizing it. And so the biggest thing is you have to just really, with any entrepreneur, you are seeing something, you are seeing it before it's actually happening. And that to me is having faith. That is believing. That is knowing that you are here to do something. You're here to serve. You don't quite see it panning out just how you thought just yet. But the more work you put in, the more you believe in yourself, the more faith you have, you will start to see the results that you're looking for. So faith is so important, and I truly believe that it is a foundation. Okay. All right, so that is pretty much it. I hope that this quick little 6 lessons that I have learned is helpful for you. Again, I've talked about all of these topics on my channel extensively, so if you're wanting a little bit more of a deeper dive into any of them, definitely poke around and see what you can find. Thank you so much for following me along on this business journey. I've been on this channel just about as long as this business has been around, and then the channel has of course kind of switched gears a little bit to a lot more to help you start your own stationery business versus me just talking about mine. But I am just so grateful that you're here. I'm so blessed to have a journey to share, and this was never what I could have imagined this turning into, but it is so much more beautiful. I'm so grateful to be hitting 6 years. I'm so grateful to be here on this platform to tell you all that I know, to lift you up, to work with those of you that work with me closely, and to just empower you to know that you can do it. So thank you so much for watching my channel. If you have not already, I want to remind you, hit the subscribe button. I'm so close to 20,000 subscribers, and I feel like that would just make this anniversary month even more amazing if I can hit that goal. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks again. Bye.